Hi there, I'm DJ Waldow, and I turned 50 on February 23rd, 2026. So for the next 50 days, well, really only for the next few days at this point, I'll be sharing one thing that I've learned over the almost 50 years on this planet. Today's thing is number 47, behind closed doors. Do, 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 do. How many times have you been shocked when someone gets divorced or when a friend of yours does something unexpected or bad? I've had many of these moments over the almost 50 years I've lived. Those moments when somebody gets divorced and I say, wait a minute, they seemed really happy. Or when somebody I know does something bad and I think to myself, ooh, I never thought they would do that. I can't believe they did that. And that's the moment that I have to remind myself, we really don't know what happens behind closed doors. We all live in our own worlds and we see a slice of what happens with everybody every day, but we don't really know what else is happening. And of course, thanks to social media, while we do see things that people do in their life, we often, let's be honest, only see some of the best. I don't share on social media all the mistakes that I've made, although I try to do more of that. But I generally share the good picture, the better picture, the best picture, the good video. I might do 3 takes or 4 takes because I want the better video to show up. But that might not really be the true me. I find this a lot when I open up about mental health. When I share videos or talk to people about mental health, I find a lot of people reach out to me and say they're also struggling. And while it doesn't surprise me anymore, I remember in the beginning, it would surprise me and say, wow, I didn't expect that person to also be somebody that's struggling with mental health. But that's because we don't know what's happening behind closed doors. And I will say, getting back to social media, I do think there's some areas where maybe as a society, we're starting to be more authentic. I think people are starting to share a little bit more. You're seeing a lot more one-take vertical videos where people aren't trying to get them exactly right. I am trying my best to leave some oopsies in these videos too, and recording as much as I can in one take and not doing a lot of editing because that's really what you see is what you get. But there are certainly times with social media that we're still trying to clean up, that we're adding a filter, that we're cutting out silences because God forbid we have a break in our words. I do it too. The danger comes when we think everything we see outwardly is everything that's happening to that person in their world. And this is where comparison is dangerous too. We're operating off a set of incomplete data, if you will. And I think this is really important in relationships. And I have talked before about this idea of giving grace. But when we don't know exactly what's happening in somebody's world, we don't know what's happening behind closed doors, we don't know why all of a sudden they seem like they're in a good mood. We don't know why they all of a sudden snap at us for something. There could be something happening at home. There could very well be something happening in their personal life. I do think one of the positives that has come out of COVID with more people working from home, we do see and hear more of the chaos that's happening around them, although many people do still try to hide it with blurred video and such. I do think it's good that our personal and professional lives in some ways are starting to merge together a little bit. Again, I think this is because people are working from home more. We have a lot more mobility where we have our phones in our pockets and we can do business on vacation and from wherever, from the gym, from the toilet sometimes. And that allows us to see a little bit behind the curtain of what's really happening in somebody's life. But people are certainly entitled to be private as well, and we don't know everything that's happening. So I guess one of the takeaways here for me when I think about this one behind closed doors is we need to do better at not judging. I think the simple and sort of human approach here is before you judge, before you compare, before you make any assumptions, just remind yourself, we don't exactly know what is happening behind closed doors. We don't know exactly what somebody is or is not sharing with us. Everybody is carrying something good, something bad, something they might not want to share with the world. Even those people that look like they have it all together probably are carrying something with them. All right, that is it. That is thing number 47, behind closed doors. Speaking of closed, and just like that, we are down to our final few episodes. That's right. But it's not too late to like, to subscribe, to add your name to 50things.co, to go on the social medias and leave a comment. I do read them all. I do try to reply, but I really appreciate you. We only have 3 episodes to go, 48, 49, and 50. That's it. Until tomorrow. Thank you so much.